Hey guys, I gotta run and do something. Can you just watch Mckenzie for me real quick? I just put her back. Just make sure she doesn't like run anywhere.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere. I don't know the rest of the song. La 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 la. Now, how much are we betting that John didn't move? How much are we betting he's sitting here and he's lurking? Okay, he's not. Hi, welcome back to That Reminds Me. I'm your host, Mad Jet. Just me, no one else. John's gonna disappear soon. But you didn't hear that from me. How are y'all doing today? Are we having a good week? I just got home from work, which means I'm tired. Ha 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 ha. Who would have thought? Now, in Billie Eilish news. I'm tired. I'm tired. I didn't say that. No one quote me on that. I was saying news. 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 It's similar to the other word, but like I was not saying the other word as I was saying news. Um See, the thing though about me trying to see, I was gonna like segue in that because like I'm known as like the Billie Eilish fan, but the thing is, John has a topic for that, so I feel kind of awkward if I jump into that straight away. Um, there's a new Star Wars show coming out soon called The Acolytes. They had their nice and good premiere, and apparently it's similar to Andor, which I'm excited for because Andor's cinematography was very, very pretty, and the vibe was very, very
Why do
pretty.
you want to punch me?
What?
You said on your live stream 2 days ago that you wanted to punch me.
I actually said, "Oh," I said, "Should I punch Meerkat?" And then he went, "No." So I said, "Should I punch John?"
No, I think you said you'll just punch me or something, and then someone was like, "Damn, what did John do?" And you said I didn't say happy birthday to you, but it's not your birthday, so do you want to just like settle this now? Do you want to fight or?
But yeah, it's fine. Go. Yeah, you wouldn't do it. Oh, well, ow! What the?
Anyways,
Welcome
what were you
back.
talking to them about?
I was talking about how it was the Billie Eilish podcast, and but then I was like, "Oh, you have a topic for that," and I was going to talk about Billie news, news, news. Um, but then I was started talking about the Star Wars show that's coming out soon.
Oh, is that's Acolyte, right? I actually have a question about that.
What's your question about
Why
that?
do they do 2 episode premieres for all their shows now instead of just making a really long initial episode?
Because two is better than one.
But it's regardless, it would be the same amount of content.
I don't think so.
You
Probably
don't?
contract reasons.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a new series that do a lot of world building, a lot of setup before you get
Um,
into the action.
but yes, the Billie
Do your
Eilish pod.
intro.
Yo, what's up, guys? This is Odat. Reminds me. Today, we're going to be covering topics such as the battle between Taylor Swift and Billie Eilish, J Balvin versus bots, renting skins in Counter-Strike, and more.
Let's get right into it. Fuck Taylor Swift.
Please explain to me why Taylor Swift is getting hate for releasing versions of her album when Billie Eilish released versions of her album too. And also, we were on the podcast talking about how dumb it is when artists, just for like money and clout and stuff, make like slow version of this song, fast version. Billie did that for her whole album.
Well, the reason why she did it, well, I can't look at the Instagram tweet with the description anymore because Taylor Swift fans bullied her so badly that she had to delete it.
That's because she was
Um,
capping.
capping. What is she
She was
capping on?
capping because she was like, "Yeah, guys, you guys used to love listening to my songs slow and fast. So here's the whole."
That's
Nah,
not what
she.
she said.
Then we're talking about two different things right now.
Billy said that she, as a kid, used to always slow down her
Yeah, stuff
songs.
like that. Yeah, that's cap,
Yeah, so
bro.
she
That's
wanted
not
to.
why she's dropping it, bro. She's dropping
Okay,
it.
then
She's dropping it for sales, like every other artist
listen.
that was dropping it, bro. Like, be for real. Come on.
I don't even know how sales work.
If people buy people buy the album, versions of the album, etc., then
But her
sale number.
isolated tracks
Yep.
were, if you bought it once, you bought the one album that comes with it.
Yes, that is a promotion to get sales.
But then it counts as one album.
Yes, but it's a promotion because then it's like, all right, ready? Album drops, boom. You buy a copy of the album, right? You're hype. Then she goes, yo, isolated vocals. Now if you buy a version of the album, you'll get the isolated vocals.
If you bought the album the first time, you get the isolated what?
But they didn't drop initially, no?
No, but like even if you bought it, you would get it still.
Okay, then ignore that. Even still, it's a drive to get more sales because, like, look, this is being included with the album now.
Swift post remixes.
Yeah, for sales. That's what I'm saying, though. Why is everyone hating Taylor?
Because why is she posting it 10 million weeks after she released it? Why didn't she not do it the week of?
When did the Tortured
Billie Eilish is doing it on her release
Poets Department come out? It's like 5 weeks away, bro. It's not that long ago.
It's pretty long ago.
I mean, it's not that long ago, but why is she doing it? Probably for sales. Just like Billie Eilish is doing. I think, in my opinion, you can't hate one without hating the other for what they're doing.
In my opinion, I can hate one.
And
I do hate one.
People are theorizing that, oh, she's doing it just to shut Billie out, but like it probably has nothing against Billie. If anything, maybe at the worst, she's doing it to keep her number one spot, to run number one.
That's exactly what she's doing.
But is that not what Billie's trying to accomplish by releasing other versions? Is get number one?
Trying to get to number one.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the same thing.
Which she would have if
business is
Taylor
business.
Didn't post anything.
I mean, we can't prove that. Taylor Swift is the largest artist in the world right now. She could have still outsold.
Like Taylor Swift. No.
I mean, there's a good chance she could have still outsold.
No. I don't like Taylor Swift.
In summary, Taylor Swift released versions.
Is a bitch.
Released versions of her album when Billie Eilish just released her album, and Taylor Swift will probably be shutting Billie out of debuting at number one on the Billboard.
No, she did.
Oh, it already came out?
Yeah.
Taylor Swift shut Billie out of a number one debut on the Billboard charts. But I don't know. The game's the game. The business is the business. It is what it is.
Today, Billie Eilish's album had more streams than the Tortured Poets Department.
Good for Billie.
I hate Taylor Swift.
I think your hatred is unjustified.
I feel like it's justified, very much so.
Why do you hate her?
Because she's annoying, and her fans are annoying, and they're annoying.
How is she annoying?
Because she made annoying fans.
I mean, she didn't make...
I don't like Taylor Swift fans. If you guys have not... I don't like Taylor... No, I've always said this. I have nothing... No, but I hate her fans, which makes me hate her, because her fans are... They're accomplices, you know?
No, you don't have to interact with the fan. You could just listen to the music.
I don't want to. It's bad.
Well, then you got a problem with the music, too, not just the fans.
Well, it's mostly the fans.
But you also say that the music's bad, but then, I don't know, there's some songs that you say you like.
I like her old music.
You like Cardigan, which is not old.
I haven't listened to Cardigan.
I've played Cardigan before on stream.
I haven't myself listened to Cardigan.
And you said, and I quote, "Don't tell Natalie, but I like this one." And I told Natalie.
But I still don't go out of my way to listen to it.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you dislike it.
Okay, 1 out of her 20 million songs.
Yeah, but you probably haven't listened to 99% of the new songs because you don't give them the chance.
I'm on social media and they're drained down the fucking throat.
That's because she's the most popular artist in the world. It is what it is. That's what happens.
I think it's actually The Weeknd.
No, not really.
No, it actually is, because The Weeknd has become the #1 artist again.
The Weeknd has more monthly listeners on Spotify, yeah, but that doesn't make him the biggest artist in the world overall. And even on streams, like Drake has more overall lifetime streams. He has the most streams of all time. So The Weeknd currently
Did you
has more
know you
monthly.
can rent skins now in CS:GO?
I did know that.
Wow. Tell us about it then.
So basically, in Counter Strike 2, no longer Global Offensive because they did a weird rebrand. Or is it still? Is it CS:GO 2? Is it C? I don't actually
CS:GO
know.
2.
I have the game uninstalled. I haven't played it in. What's the last time I played Counter Strike? I haven't played it since October of 2023. Anywho, basically, for the new collection that's out right now, the new like case, right? Instead
Yes.
of using a key to open the case and getting a skin and keeping it, you can spend the key in the case, and for 1 week, you get to rent one of every single skin in the case with randomized float.
Huh?
So basically, you use the key and the case, but instead of getting one skin you keep, you get every skin in the case, but only for a week, and then they go away.
But you have to pay still.
Yes, that's why it is renting.
But you. I don't get it. I wouldn't do it. Don't do it.
There's a lot of people who are doing it, and it has actually led to a lot of the skins in the collection dropping in value because if you want to play with it, you can just guarantee to go, oh, for a week I can play with this. And it's not like super expensive. If you think about the price of CS skins versus how much it would be to rent for a whole year, it's like not that expensive in comparison. So a lot of people have been doing it, but also it's controversial because within the skin community, there's a lot of collectors who value the floats, right? Basically, float is like the wear. It's the number that's given to a skin that determines its wear, right? And so the lower the float, the better looking the skin is technically, right? But hardcore collectors will pay more for like the number 1 lowest float in the world, number 2 lowest float in the world. They'll like pay extra, right? And already immediately, as this system was just rolled out recently, the number 2 lowest float of the op skin in the collection, has come out, and it's a rented skin. So in a week, it'll be gone.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a big fan of this. Do you like it? Will you be using this?
I don't like Counter Strike, so I won't be using it. But I think it's cool for people who want to try out skins or like are in a small
Okay, let's say
phase
it's
but don't
in
want to like
Rainbow
buy a bunch of
Six
skins.
Siege, and you get black ice, ice black,
I've
ice out.
actually sold all my black ice here because I use Pro Leagues now. Like if
Okay,
I could
let's say you have
if I could
Pro
rent all the Pro League skins,
Oh,
yeah,
every week,
I-
every week.
it's like a key is $2.50.
But you guarantee get that skin forever.
You don't guarantee to get that skin forever. I can open
What?
up 500 cases and get 500 NP9 skins and never get to use
But
the op.
you got the skin forever.
And that's me losing money. Or for a week, I can use the AK, the op, the this, the that. I can use them all. So I think the renting's pretty cool for people who want to try it out, people who want to use it.
I'm thinking like Valorant. I would rather just like not. I'd rather just pick up the gun.
But it's like, would you rather? Nah, Valorant, and even like Siege is harder to determine because there's not like real world value to the skins.
What? Oh, money selling back.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
how is there real value?
Because like Counter Strike, and then
What's the most expensive skin right now on CS:GO?
well, I need to figure out the most expensive skin in that collection. Why is this not working? Up. Here we go. Yeah, so like a Stat Track factory new op chrome cannon. Is that the most expensive? Let's see. It's the AK. I guess it's the AK. Okay, so Stat Track factory new AK-47 Inheritance costs $671, or non-Stat Track costs $238 for a factory new. Whereas for $2.50, or like the cheapest AK is $68, right? So if you think about it, if you take out a calculator, if you say each one, say it's $350, right? Because you spend $1 for the case, which I don't know if that's how much the case is, but spend $1 for the case, and $250 for the key. So then, wait, fuck, I lost the number. Oh fuck! Why did the website go to a different thing? No. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place right now. So then you do 68 and 350. So you could have the skin guaranteed for 19 weeks. And every skin in the case for 19 weeks.
Oh, every skin in the case.
Yeah. It's $250 and you get the whole collection. So you get the AK, OP, M4, USP, Zeus, Glock, other M4, 5.7, MP7, Sawed-Off, MAC-10, SSG, Tech 9, XM, UMP, Nova, and dual Berettas for $250 for a week.
What if I get emotionally attached to the gun?
Then you can just buy it, and you only lost $250.
But how much was the first price again?
$68.
I don't know about that one.
So then you would have spent $2.50, or say $3.50, gone, oh wait, I actually really like this skin, and then you can buy it for $68 instead of spending $68 going, oh shit, I don't like this. I like it. I think it's a pretty good system.
I don't have any topics today, by the way.
What are your thoughts overall on the system after talking about it? Fair enough.
I try not to spend money on games.
That's fair.
Yes,
J Balvin. Oh, that reminds me. Real World Money reselling sneakers. Reselling sneakers is a very big thing in the world. There's a big community for it. A lot of people make their living off of reselling sneakers. And the easiest way to resell sneakers is by getting, and to resell a lot of things, is by getting a bot. And you use the bot to just instantly make purchases on your behalf, right?
Well, that's not fun.
And this is cringe and bad, because then the real people don't get the things, and the people who just use bots get a bunch of them, right? And this is cringe and bad. But J Balvin has figured out the greatest way to battle bots and make them look really dumb and profit off of it. So basically, when a shoe drops, the people with the bots got it all set up. Sneaker, boom, it's the time for it drops. Instantly check out, get a bunch of pairs, right? So J Balvin, for his new Jordan 3 colorway that dropped, released it on his website first. And when it dropped on his website, he didn't say this beforehand, but when it dropped, the initial price was higher than what the shoe actually costs, and you had to put in a coupon code that I think he like posted on his Instagram, or you could also get like emailed and stuff. So you had to put in the coupon code to make it normal price in order to get it, right? The thing is, the coupon code wasn't known about ahead of time, and bots don't put in coupon codes. Bots just immediately check out. So he made the shoe initially on his website $25,000.
Oh.
And you had to put in a coupon code to make it regular. So everyone with bots that immediately bought it bought the shoes for $25,000.
Oh no.
Which is significantly less than they're worth even in resale. Fucking over everyone with bots and allowing a lot more regular people, because then like a lot of the bots couldn't buy a shit ton of pairs. They could maybe only buy one, and then the person lost a shit ton of money. So a lot of real people got pairs, and the shoes are reselling for like $300 to $500 depending on the size, and anyone who spent $25,000 on them is at a significant loss. Fucking
John,
over
let's be honest.
resellers.
Did you use the bots?
No, because the bots. Here's the thing. I like looked into bots one time. They're really,
Oh,
I've looked into like everything basically.
he's a know-it-all. He knows it all.
Bots,
He looked into it all.
bots. In order for really good bots, they drop in like batches, and only a certain amount of people can get the bots, and then they cost like a lot of money, and then you've got to spend a shit ton of time like setting them up and all this, and then you gotta have the money constantly to just buy shoes and clothes, which I don't have. So it's a lot of work.
And it would be kind of an issue if you bought the 25.
Yeah, if I
1,000.
yeah, I can tell you my card would not have approved that purchase. That would not have gone through. Spoiler alert, I don't have $25,000 in my bank account ready to spend.
But by making this podcast 5 stars, maybe we could get a Factor sponsorship.
True. We've
How do
made
people get
$0 off of this.
Even Raid Shadow Legend.
I just bought a new pair of shoes though, which I'm pretty excited about. It was actually like someone was watching over me, bro, because I kept looking at these shoes and I really wanted to buy them, but they were $155. I was like, that's just like a little too much. And then one day randomly they discounted them 30% off, so I got them for $109.
Ayo.
It was pretty sick.
I went thrifting.
Oh my god.
Again.
Did you
this
go?
is my second time going thrifting.
Did you go like
this time.
thrifting, or did you go to like curated thrifting?
I went thrifting.
Did you get anything good?
I got a blue shirt, and that's it. But
Just like
during the
plain blue shirt?
findings, just a plain blue shirt.
Okay.
Because I need to get clothes that cover my stomach, so I'm not a slut at work. Anywho,
Are you on Ozempic?
What?
There's a South Park special that just came out about Ozempic, and basically Ozempic
With
like
Lizzo.
they make fun of Lizzo in it.
Yes, I sent that one to you.
Yeah. I watched the special. I watched South Park. But basically,
Oh, you still watch that?
what's it called? Ozempic's like a drug for diabetes, but a lot of people and especially celebrities in the real world use it for weight loss because it's like sort of an appetite suppressant. And it's got like weight loss effects, I guess. So yeah, South Park did like a whole special on it, and everyone who's on Ozempic, they all just wear like really short crop tops and show off their abs. So is that you at work?
Sure.
You flexing your abs?
Definitely. But one thing I did find was Billie Eilish merch.
Okay.
I found OG Billie Eilish merch. It's her with the blue hair,
Not doing too good for
flexing some eyes.
people reselling the Billie merch, not people not rocking it. Is the Billie merch?
I didn't buy it
Is it looking raw? Damn.
because I was like, oh, I was tempted. I was like, I really want this because I love Billie and I didn't get merch in this era, and it probably won't be. I won't find this again. But then I was thinking, and I was like, I would never wear it though. That's the difference. It's Billie merch, and it was fading a little bit, and I was like, I could buy it, and I could look at it, and I could be like, haha, I have it. But I already do that with like some of her merch already, so I don't want.
Yeah, I had that problem with artist merch where I just kept buying artist merch because it was artist merch, and then I've gotten rid of most of it now, or not most of it, a lot of it, because what's it called?
The shirt is currently selling for $20 on eBay.
What's it called? Nowadays, like I have the willpower to realize when I'm gonna wear something and when I won't. Sorry, Angel was messaging me and it threw me off because he was asking me questions about Trip, and I was telling him podcast talk later about it.
Oh yeah, guys, if you don't know, I'm gonna see John.
Oh my
sadly.
God. Okay, yeah, I don't have to come. You don't want to.
I have to go to America.
You don't have to if you don't want.
And Disney's not even there.
You don't have. If you hate me that much, you don't have to come.
So we're gonna have a live podcast? No, we're not. We can't. We're not allowed. People hate us.
I mean, we could. Just everyone would have to record it.
It'd be a party.
Are you excited to go to America?
I don't. See. Normally it's like, oh, I want to go to Target. I want to go to
We're
like
going there.
somewhere else. But like, I don't really want to go anywhere. I kind of just want to like lay down.
You
And
can
maybe
do
that's
that.
just me talking today because I'm just tired.
You can just lay down if you want.
Just find me laying with the rabbits.
Yeah, you can do that. You don't have to go anywhere if you don't want to. You're not being forced to do anything.
I'm one with the rabbits. I'm gonna be adopted by them.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, John has rabbits. His mom has rabbits, not John.
My mother has 1, 2, 3, 4 rabbits now. She had 3.
Counting the newest one?
Yeah, she had 3, and then there was one in the yard that she kidnapped
Oh,
because it was a domesticated rabbit, but it was
dare
out in the
she?
wild.
How does she know?
Like, apparently by like the breed. There's like
I-
rabbit breeds that just like aren't wild. So someone,
That's crazy.
so it either ran away and no one has put up signs or like talked about her ass or anything, or someone released it because they couldn't take care of it anymore, and that's kind of inhumane because they can die pretty easily in the wild. They can't really fend off predators.
How dare they?
But he is named Fred, and he is with us now.
Again.
Sorry, I was yawning, so my laugh didn't really come through.
No, you were just crying. It's fine. It's whatever. I don't care.
Tired.
What you get up to today? It's a holiday for you.
Yeah, I slept in, woke up. Slept into me nowadays is like 9 a.m.
Character development.
Slept in, woke up, ate some brekkie, took a shower, waited for my brother.
Really?
Waited for my brother to show up because we made like lunch/dinner as a family. We had burgers and hot dogs, French fries, and oh my god! So basically, Cane's, Raising Cane's. I love Raising Cane's. I've only had it once, but it was very good. The sauce is phenomenal and carries it very good, right? But the problem is there's none near me, so I can't get.
Can you
Cane's
give
sauce.
some context of what it is?
Raising Cane's is a fast food chicken chain that is not everywhere in the world nor the United States, but in the areas that it is in, people always rejoice about it because they have a really good sauce called Cade sauce that's delicious with French fries and chicken, and I love it. There's people online who say you can make a dupe of it, but that's a lot of work, and who knows if it's true. But TikTok discovered, and the internet discovered, that Walmart has actually been rolling out copycats of a lot of sauces.
Oh.
So they have BK's Zesty sauce. It's obviously not called that, but they have a Zesty Ranch, and that's a Burger King Zesty sauce apparently, which I don't know what that is. They have a burger secret sauce, which apparently tastes exactly like Big Mac sauce. They have a chicken dipping sauce. Now, important distinction. There is a chicken dipping sauce, and the chicken dipping sauce tastes exactly like Chick-fil-A sauce, apparently. But I do not fuck with that. And then the most recent one is they released a chicken finger dipping sauce.
Oh. So wait, what would you say the difference between chicken fingers and chicken strips are?
The difference?
Yes. One's a
not one.
finger and one oh. We're not eating the actual fingers here?
Dude, have you seen like chicken claws? Those things are disgusting.
Yes, I see it quite often actually.
Those things are weird. I don't.
They're very painful to eat because of all the small bones.
You've eaten one?
No, but my family does, and
Eh?
I watch.
I could not watch that. I was like, Angel sent me a video of someone cooking a lobster, and I
Angel sends you very different things than he sends me. He sends me someone's knee cut open,
that's because he started sending me
dissected.
that, and I told him no. And then he sent me a video of someone cooking a lobster, and I also told him no because that creeps me out. Lobsters, like crabs, but lobsters especially, they just like keep them alive, and then they either just toss them in the boiling water while they're alive, or this guy that like lobsters, like crawling around, and then they just like chopped it up live, and that was pretty fucked up because it's like in my mind, like I'm not gonna order a burger and then they show up to my table with a cow and just like kill it in front of me. Like that's nasty. That's weird. That's disgusting. It makes me feel icky. So when they do that with a lobster, even though I don't like eating lobster, when people order lobster, it just creeps me out, freaks me out. By the way, Mackenzie's AFK. So hi guys, it's just me and you, just the two of us. But yeah, I bought a new pair of shoes. Pretty excited. New pair of Air Force Ones. They're slightly different from regular all-white Air Force Ones, which I like the subtle differences. They're pretty nice. Um, yeah, I've been slowly going through a closet overhaul very slowly. So far, I got rid of a bunch of stuff, but I haven't like been re-getting stuff because also Loki on the side. Don't really want to talk about it too much because I feel like there's a big culture of comparing yourselves to others within it. But I've been going to the gym for a while now, not for a while, for like a month now, and losing weight. So it's like I'm at a weird spot where I want to buy more clothes and begin overhauling my closet. But what if I drop sizes and then I can't wear any of it because it'll all look bad? So I'm just sort of in a period of waiting and a period of chilling right now. But the shoes should be hype, and I'm excited for the summer. Bought them mainly for the summer because, I mean, Air Force Ones, you can wear them with anything. Big summer shoe. Wear them with pants and shorts. And I bought some new shorts to wear because it gets really hot in the summer. And I'm going to Florida with Angel and Meerkat. We're going on our road trip down to Florida after like Mackenzie leaves and stuff. And that's pretty exciting.
Am I crazy or do you not have Air Force Ones?
I do.
Did you not just say you got new ones?
Yeah, so basically the Air Force Ones that I own right now are the John Elliott Air Force Ones, right? And the John
Yeah.
Elliott Air Force Ones are a collaboration that came out a while ago, and the swoosh, instead of being like a swoosh on it, it's sort of like cut in it, and it's got like high quality leather, and there's like double tongue and stuff. But I've had them for a few years now and been wearing them, so they're kind of like creased up, beat up, stuff like that. So I got a new pair of crispy white Air Force Ones. And also, I discovered that, which I think I talked about on the podcast a bit ago, I wear a size 15, but I found out that I'm not technically a size 15. But it gets complicated
He's a
and mixy
liar.
because I have a wide foot, but a lot of shoes don't come in wide sizes. So I end up having to get higher sizes for width. But I think I might be able to fit into a 14. So the shoes that I bought are 14. So we'll see if I fit in them or not, or if
See, that's
I
one
have to
thing with
return them.
shoes is I don't get the point of having so many.
Um,
I have my Converse, which I wear in the summer. I have my Vans, which are mountain van thingamajiggy, which are
they're
insulated for the
winterized.
winter. Those are my shoes. I have like maybe I
You
think
have
I
a pair
use
of
my
Asics.
sister's. What's that?
It's like a pair of running shoes, walking shoes. You bought them
I don't
unless
know
you
where
got.
they went.
I was gonna say I was with you when you bought them, or not with you when you bought them, but I was in Canada while you bought them.
I I
Yeah,
have
it
to
was.
look for them. I think they're in the closet.
Those are kind of drippy, and Asics are like
I
super in right
will
now.
be back one more second.
But I don't know. Shoes for me, I like not necessarily collecting them, but I like shoes. I kind of like fashion, and so it's pretty. I don't know. you can get so many different shoes that go with different fits, and you just a nice new pair of shoes makes you feel good. And the shoes for different occasions, you know, if you're going to like a fancy dinner, if you're just trying to chill, if you're going outside and running around, or again, if you're just, you know, chilling, if you're gonna walk a lot, etc. So I like getting shoes for every occasion and such, and for different outfits. But um yeah, no, I'm excited for the summer because seeing friends is always fun. Going on trips is always fun. I'm in my traveling arc in life right now where I like going places, and because for most of my life, like I was fortunate enough when I was a kid to go to Florida a lot to like Universal Studios. Never been to Disney, but
Disney.
it was always sort of that thing where it was like the family vacation was to Florida, and so it's like every year every vacation was to Florida. And again, very
And
thankful
you
for
didn't
that.
go to Disney?
Nope, it's too expensive.
I'm the see plan. Just work there. Then you can always go to Disney.
um, but yeah, like I created great memories, and like I love going to Florida and love doing it. But I want to experience new places and new things. And like before going to Canada, I'd never been outside of the country. And I'd also never been outside of even the east coast of the United States. Like I've never been to California or like Texas or some shit. So
Do you think you would enjoy to live in California?
enjoy living in California.
Yes.
Is this scenario I have the money to live in California?
Yes, you have the money to live in California. That's an important aspect
Um,
of living in California.
yeah, I'd probably enjoy it.
Cause like
It probably it wouldn't be my favorite place to live. But
I've been in the city a lot, and like the thing with the city, like I like that it's walkable,
uh
but then there's like people. But
yeah,
today when I was walking, I like was walking at the perfect dog walking hour, and I saw a lot of cute dogs, and that was a fun time. But
I
then there were people walking the dogs, and that kind of
I have been
lost some
going
points.
like downtown where I used to. It's not like a city, but I guess I would call it downtown. Just sort of like, you know, the town square, circle, whatever you want to call it, town center. A lot lately, and I've been loving it. I wish I lived nearby because everything's walkable. There's like I've talked about it, and I sent a picture of a shirt I got there. There's like this really cool vintage store that's there. They got all different kinds of like clothing shops, just like stores in general, and then like places to eat. There was this local deli I went to, and like the price to what you get ratio is just crazy. You get so much like good quality food for less than you would get shitty fast food for. And there's this place called the I'm not gonna say where I live obviously, but it's like the public market there. And it's this building that you go in, and then there's just a bunch of little sort of mom and pop food shops and such, and they got everything from there's like a barbecue place in there. There's a place with like burgers and hot dogs. There's like your California Visco Yas girly, really expensive avocado toast and matcha.
Did you get it?
No. My brother's
Do
friend
you
did though.
like matcha? No, you don't like
I
coffee.
don't.
Have you? Oh my god, we were gonna talk about coffee.
Oh my god, we were pinning it real quick.
Okay, do your thought.
But
Yeah. No, I just had.
see, the thing is, I tried matcha, didn't like it, but I tried like extremely white people fast food matcha because it was when I was working at Dunkin', so I had Dunkin' matcha. And my brother's friend said like she puts like honey in hers and stuff like that, makes it fancy. I've had chai lattes, and iced chais aren't too bad. I don't know if that's
What
related
is
at all.
chai exactly?
I don't
A leaf?
I don't know, but yeah, those aren't too bad. I don't know. I'm just not a huge. The only thing that I get from insert nondescript coffee location that is being boycott that I don't go to because it's expensive anyways.
Starbucks.
The only thing that I'd ever gotten there in the history of my life was a it's like a mocha cookie crumble frap, but I get it cream based, so there's not coffee.
Yes. Is that thing still? Do you still? get non-disclosed item at work? You had that like
I
a week of that.
I had I had it like twice, like a year and a half ago.
Oh, has it really been that long?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
God damn.
And then yeah, I don't know. It's not even like it's too expensive, but it's just like what I'm getting for it. Because most people who buy coffee get it for the energy and stuff. But I was getting cream based. I wasn't even getting coffee. So it was just a sweet treat. And yeah, it reached the point where I was like, it's not worth waiting in this line for and spending the money. So
Fair enough.
do
Fair
you
enough.
like matcha?
I've not had matcha, which is why I was gonna ask you if you had matcha, because I've never had matcha, so I was gonna ask your
Yeah,
opinion on the matcha so I could have the matcha.
I thought it was icky, but I'm also an
Very
extremely picky.
grass-like.
It's been so long I can't remember. I've also
Oh.
never eaten grass.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah.
I'm allergic and I have.
Why?
It's fun.
It's fun. Wouldn't your throat close or something?
Well, I wasn't allergic back then.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but
But yes,
you've been
I
drinking
have had
coffee.
I have been drinking coffee, not because I want to, because I have to. I can't function some days when I don't have coffee. Um, I haven't really experimented with what to put in a coffee. The first
Mm-hmm.
coffee I had was a black coffee because they didn't have anything else
Hot
and I was
or
falling
ice?
asleep. Hot. I black coffee from a
Okay.
machine. I put the thingy in and I pressed the button and then I got it. But they didn't have cream and they didn't have milk and they didn't have sugar, so I was
Mm-hmm.
like, guess it's normal. Um the second time I had it, there was sugar, but there was only sugar. And I was like thinking and I was like, let me think about my sister's order. Cause I'm the younger sibling, in
Uh-huh.
case you didn't know. Most people don't know because of how she acts. She's a child. No. But she has like 4 sugars in her coffee. So I was like, let me try that. Get
Mm-hmm.
the bitter taste out, get some more sweetness. Didn't like that. It was weird. It was like bitter and sweet and bitter. It was just like a weird thingy. Then I went to my third coffee. Now, these 2 last ones were hot coffees from
Mm-hmm.
my office. This one, I went out. I went to a luxury place, okay? I'm
Luxury?
talking fancy shit here.
Is it is
I
it
got
is it like a chain or is it like just a local thing?
I got McDonald's.
You know what's actually really funny?
What's up?
Uh, when I used to work at Dunkin', I had a lot of coworkers who wouldn't drink Dunkin' coffee and would only drink McDonald's coffee because they say McDonald's coffee is better than Dunkin', which is really
My
funny
mom
because
has said that.
Dunkin's only thing is like their thing is coffee, and so McDonald's having better coffee is funny. But
But yes, I had
okay, McDonald's
their
hot coffee.
iced
Oh,
coffee because I was like, it's hot outside. It's iced coffee.
uh
I
huh,
asked my boyfriend. He gave me like a little order, but then I went to like the screen thing to put in my coffee order,
uh
and
huh.
he was like, put 3 pumps of vanilla and then put 2 pumps of cream, and I didn't know how to do that on the machine, so
Mm-hmm.
I was a little lost because all I had was light, medium, heavy, and I was like, what
So
are
did
these
you?
the flows
So,
of periods? Like I didn't understand.
yo, what size pussy you
So
wear? So
what a
that wasn't a question to
question.
you. That wasn't a
So
question to you.
guys,
um,
guys, help.
but so did you have to order at the person or did you just press stuff?
I pressed up because I did not want to deal with it.
I've been getting better at talking to people and being willing to order. I called. Oh my god, wait, I could. Your coffee. Continue.
I then
Then I
had
was.
a second coffee. No, the next I had another iced coffee, but this time instead of just normal iced coffee, I got vanilla iced coffee. And let me tell you, there was no difference. There was like a little bit more sweetness, but I did not taste the vanilla in the coffee. So far in my coffee journeys, I think that iced coffee is better because also iced coffee had a bunch of like cream and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it was like,
So
it was better.
do you enjoy the coffee to the point where you are like, I want to taste coffee right now, or
No.
is it just a necessary evil you have to deal with? And you're
It's
trying
like
to
a
mitigate the evil.
necessary. It's a cheaper option than energy drinks, and then energy drinks are sugary. They're bad for you, so I don't want to like get that. But like I would
Right, so you're
prefer that.
filling a
But like I
coffee with
shouldn't get that.
sugar and then flavors that are sugary, resulting
Yeah,
in the same thing.
yeah, but they're cheaper because McDonald's has $1 drink days. Shout out
Fair,
McDonald's and
fair.
shout out Canada.
Um, I got scammed by
What?
one of the largest brands in the world, and they're scamming a lot of people. And
Who are they scamming?
I would like to bring this to light. Christian,
What?
if you're listening to this,
Oh, not the religion.
I got a
I was like
problem with you.
Christianity.
No, I am speaking of Christian Dior. The designer brand Dior.
You bought it? Designer bet? What does he sell?
Dior sells many things. Clothing. They actually have a really good collaboration coming up with Stone Island, but it's designer, so I can't afford it. But I really like the vest. So guys, if any sugar daddies or sugar mommies are listening,
Hit up
if you can get me the
John.
Dior Stone Island vest in the sort of like light blue color, that'd be great.
Has to be
Anyways,
light blue.
anyways,
Anywho,
Dior scammed me. Basically,
yes.
I.
The title of the podcast.
Oh, that reminds me.
No, I was gonna say like Dior scam me. Like,
oh
that'd
yeah,
be
that
the
yeah,
title.
yeah, that's the title.
Clickbaity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's also
Gotta
not
get
clickbait
through.
because they did scam me. Basically, for those of you who don't know, Dior, they make bags, they make clothing and stuff like that, but they
Whoa.
also very popularly make fragrances, right? And now I have never owned cologne or really worked cologne. I feel like nowadays it's not like a huge thing that people do. I
wear perfume.
looked at girls wearing
I spray Billie's
girls
boobies
wearing
on me every
perfume
day.
is more common than like guys wearing cologne. And guys wearing cologne is still like common, but I feel like it's becoming less common than it did in the ye olden days. But
a side comment.
yeah.
I had to like go to a different office today with my supervisor, and I had to call a bunch of places for TVs, right? So I couldn't really help him, and he was like climbing ladders, putting up wires and stuff. And I gotta say, people need to wear deodorant too, maybe some cologne.
Yeah. See, that's the thing is I never felt like I had to wear cologne because I feel like I don't really. If you just like shower and wear deodorant, like generally you're chilling. And I never because cologne isn't to mask your smell. You know what I mean?
It's to add.
So if you're stinking, you're just stinking. But I ordered cologne to be fancy and such, right? And because I'm in my era of trying things and be different. And so I went and I bought a cologne from Dior. And the cologne I bought, see, one thing about colognes that is also another reason that has kind of kept me off in the past is a lot of people who wear cologne wear like too much cologne or wear way too strong colognes, and then when you walk in a room and you're like, God damn, someone's wearing cologne.
You walk into Sephora.
Yeah, but it's like there's like a person that's like that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like there's people that just be wearing way too much cologne, and like it's just overpowering and it's too much. So I got something that was, light and nothing too crazy. And also Robert Pattinson is in the campaign for it, so
I passed a store then today.
that just sort of gives it like bonus points.
I didn't know I did that,
but
but
that's
I
not
passed
why I bought it.
a Dior store then today because I saw him and I was gonna take a photo and be like, "Look, it's your boyfriend."
But anyways, so I bought it, and when you're buying it from Dior, right? You add it to your bag, and you're like, "Oh my god, check out!" And then they go, "Hey, yo,
hi, what's up?
We actually want to give you 2 complimentary samples of other fragrances and a complimentary mini bottle." Right? All at once. And it's like
a mini bottle.
It's like, oh my god, that's so exciting. right? I'm getting a free
Mhm.
mini bottle and I'm getting free like samples, right? That's sick. I mean, I'm
Yes.
not paying more for them, so that's awesome. So I'm just scrolling through, and I didn't even like look up the like ones that I was selecting for like my samples and stuff because I was like, fuck it, that one sounds fancy. Add that. That one sounds fancy. Whatever, right? And so I place my order. Now, I do not pay extra for fast shipping. However, Dior is either going through tough times and no one's really ordering from them, or they're my number one fan because they got my order to me in less than 24 hours, which is pretty crazy.
Ayo.
However, when it arrived at my door, I opened it up and I was missing the mini bottle that I was supposed to get complimentary. Now, the one that I was supposed to get, by the way, for the smallest bottle costs $150
Ha.
for the smallest one.
Ha.
Yeah.
Look at you, a good Sorry.
And
I
like
distracted
that's
there.
for 1.35 ounces. For like their middle size, it's $330, right? So I was supposed to get a mini bottle of that, and I was like, damn, that would have saved me a lot of money in trying this thing, right? So for the first time in my life, I call customer support because I'm not a confrontational.
He's a Karen.
I'm not a confrontational person. I understand what it's like working in the service world, and yeah, dealing with people isn't great. But I was just sort of wondering why I didn't get my complimentary mini bottle that I was supposed to get complimentary, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I won't say his name, but a certain individual, not Christian himself.
I was gonna say, is a Christian?
First, I had to sit. Holy fuck! Do they have one customer service rep, or does everyone have problems with Dior? Because I had to sit for a while. It said all agents were busy. Then,
oh, you did not. I sat on call with Best Buy today for 20 minutes. No,
but it's
Walmart
like,
wasn't Best Buy. 20 minutes. I was waiting for someone to pick up the phone. It wasn't like a holding. It was ringing.
But it's like Walmart, maybe they're really busy. They got a bunch of people. What is Christian Dior doing, bro? Like, who is calling Dior? Christian, pick up my phone call next time. Anyways, finally, after a while, this guy picks up and he's like, yo, how can I help you? And I was like, yo, I ordered a fragrance and I was supposed to get a complimentary mini bottle and it didn't show up in my package. I got the samples, I got my bottle, but where's the mini bottle? And he's like, yo, what's your order number? Gave him the order number. They were like, can you confirm your name and the email? Confirm my name, John Sinatra, and my address or my email address at johnsinatra@johnsinatra.com.
Cash App is Old Sinatra.
Yep. And he told me that from the time I ordered my order, which was 10 in the morning, till the time it got sent out, which was 10 p.m. that night. In between that time, they had the complimentary mini bottle that I wanted, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they ran out of it. And so instead of giving me a different complimentary mini bottle, they just scrapped it from the order. Because, well, it's complimentary and free, so, I shouldn't care, right? And I'm like, damn. And he goes, okay, for your troubles...
Did you give him, like, a sad story? You were like, that was for my mother who really wanted to give it to my grandfather who recently fell down the stairs.
I should have, bro.
And, yeah.
But not even. I was, like, super understanding. I was like, oh, no worries at all. Just, like, unfortunate mix-up for me, right? And they were like, all right, we can give you a complimentary gift code. I'll email it to you as an apology. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, thank you so much. Have a great day. Hang up. Now, I finally get emailed the gift code. It takes a little bit. And I'm trying to figure out where to put it in. And I realize that in order to use the gift code, this will be important to note in my theory that they're scamming people, I must make a purchase. So then I began frantically looking for the cheapest thing on Dior, a designer brand. And I find...
So, like, $90.
I find $23 cotton pads And I'm like,
Ooh.
perfect.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Huh?
Like for your face, I guess.
Oh no, I got that part,
Yeah.
but like, huh?
What about them?
How much?
$23.
How many?
Let's see here. Let's see. Let me open it up. You get 100 cottons.
Was it really? Do you really want that bottle?
I did not purchase them. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Um, for those of you who don't know, cotton pads are not $23.
They're like $1.
Anyways, so I add it to my bag just so that I can put in the code and then see what I'm getting, right? But when I'm adding things to my bag to test, right?
Mm-hmm.
I realize that because first I just like put in a fragrance randomly to it, right? And when I put in the fragrance, it said that I could get a complimentary mini bottle. And guess what? Mini bottle was still an option. The one that is allegedly sold out, and I was told on customer service, would not be back for 2 weeks.
Did you complain? Call them that?
So then I'm like, well, that's crazy, right? Because that means that either they did have it and they just fucked me over, or for everyone they say they have it, don't give it to you, then email you a gift code so that you buy something else and spend more money.
And that's why it's so busy.
Now wait, the scam gets crazier because I can't figure out what I'm getting with the gift code, because when I put it in, it's like not really being clear what I'm getting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for shits and giggles, just for a little fun, right? I Google the gift code, right? Turns out it's a public promo code that if you just like Google Dior coupons or like Dior promo codes, it will come up. And it's just for 3 sample size things. So,
you've been scammed.
So not only did they say...
So if you install Honey, you can get it now.
Not
Thank
only
you for our sponsors.
did they say that the mini bottle was in stock when I was ordering it, then try to tell me that the mini bottle went out of stock in the 12 hours between my order and them packaging it. They then kept it on the site so you can still get it as a mini bottle, apparently. And they said they would give me a gift code as an apology. That's just a public promo code that anyone can use. Christian, if you're listening, what the fuck, bro?
Fuck you.
I expect something in return, because this is if anyone from Christian Dior is listening,
because you know they're big fans.
I need you guys to fix this, because it's some bullshit. But the cologne I got smells very nice, and it's like it's perfectly how I wanted it. It's not very overpowering and not like, because in my opinion, like fragrances and like colognes and stuff, they should only really be smelled if like you get close to someone, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not, in my opinion, unless it's like a light thing, then I guess, but I don't know. I think I've just dealt with too many people where like there's this guy at work who just wears a shit ton of cologne, and like when he walks in the room, you're just like, God damn. Don't be that guy or girl, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, like the cologne. What if it was good
I like
cologne?
the cologne.
No, the guy's cologne.
Oh, even if it's good, if you like use too much of it and it's too overpowering, it makes it not good. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because it's like, if let's see here. What's your favorite, like your Billie Eilish perfume, for example? How many sprays do you use?
20. No. I do one on my wrist, and then I rub my wrist together. I do one around me, and I do, if I'm feeling fancy, I do one, like, what's it called? Behind my ear, but I don't do that often.
Now, imagine if you used like 20 sprays. Like,
I would love it. I love Billie Eilish perfume. Not the second then. Second one kind of shit.
but it would just
Third
be
one
it would just be
hasn't come to
too
Canada yet.
it would just be too much, you know? And then like every time you enter a room you're walking by it, like it's just
See, the thing
too
though,
much.
it's Billie Eilish perfume. That means it's a celebrity perfume, which means that it doesn't last as long as normal perfumes.
Do celebrity perfumes not last long or something?
Now, that's what I think lasts pretty long, but I know that the people have complained about, like, One Direction's perfume, because I think Jade had it.
If you're
It,
buying
like,
if
didn't.
you're buying One Direction
I
perfume,
bought Jade the One Direction perfume, so be careful what you're saying.
if you're buying One Direction perfume, you got something else. You should not be concerned with the performance of One Direction perfume. Because it's probably not made to be a very quality, great perfume. It's just made for One Direction fans so that they can make money off of you.
And they did it!
It's $75 on Amazon.
Damn, they still sell. My mom yesterday, I finished my stream,
Uh-huh.
and I went upstairs and she's just listening to One Direction, and I'm like, what are you doing? And she was finding out which One Direction song was her favorite on a Instagram reel. So I just listened to One Direction songs for a very long time. That's all.
I listened to One Direction for the first time, other than the radio songs, when I was
First time.
when I was like 18. What, like other than like the radio songs?
The radio. That's what I see.
Yeah. So I was curious. I looked it up. Right. Only 39% of American men wear cologne daily.
35?
39.
39.
How many?
I had an awkward interaction today with numbers. So my supervisor has a really thick accent, and he wanted me to look up TVs that was 72, 80 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, he has a very thick accent. So when he said that, I thought he meant 72, 80, not 70 to 80.
Oh.
Yes, it was a very long convo. Too long. It was like 5 seconds, actually. I lied.
So yeah, according to this, 39% of men wear cologne on a regular basis, and 41% of women wear perfume on a regular basis. And then perfume is used by around 27% of women at least once a week. So yeah, the majority of people don't wear cologne or perfume.
Interesting.
But then there's like the crazy, because when I was like looking into it, bro, there's people who have like fucking like 200 bottles of cologne or like perfume. Like,
I have.
they just got like
3.
crazy amount. You know what I mean? It's like they got like displays for this shit. I don't know. That's a lot. I don't even know how would you decide what to wear. I don't even know at that point.
Depends on the day. Depends on the weather. Depends on the outfit.
Yeah, I did.
Wearing
I got
flowers. You want to wear like a flowery perfume because it's flowers.
I got like a very summery scent, so I probably won't really be wearing this in the winter.
In the summer.
I got it for the summer.
Summer. I got the summertime sadness.
Had the leaves turn brown. And guess what, guys? It's about to be summer. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast, because just like spring, this podcast for the day has come to an end.
Come.
Are you not gonna say bye? You just gotta say come.
Thank you so much for listening.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it. We hope to see you next time. Don't forget.
Apologies if this
like
week
and
was a bit of a
subscribe.
slow week. I completely forgot to bring up my last topic, so we'll bring that up next week.
What was your last topic? Give a little teaser.
It's about the future of emojis in the world. Yes, I know. But yeah, appreciate you guys listening. Let us know, do you wear fragrance? And if so, what's your favorite that you've worn? And
what's your go-to scent?
And also, everyone tweet at Christian Dior. Christian lied, people die.
Whoa.
But
don't say link back to us. Thanks.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with us. Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.